This movie was pretty terrible. Not even terrible in an enjoyable way. It's called Antisocial, but I really don't know why. Movies about a social media app that some greedy billionaires or whatever wanted people to use it more. And then that started turning people into psychopaths. Pretty dumb idea. Doesn't even really make sense. Anyway, I seriously don't get why it's called Antisocial. Is it because you can no longer use that one specific social media app? Because it sure isn't about, having to abandon your friends. That's kind of part of it, but not really. And they can't seriously mean the main character, because she went to her friend's house on New Year's Eve, and they were going to have a New Year's Eve party before the whole virus thing happened. And then there was going to be, a bunch of people there until the whole virus thing. The only good thing I can say about this movie is the one scene in the movie. This one guy, I can't remember his name, even though he was one of the main characters. He had this friend named Brian that checked in on him every now and then, gave him updates on the situation. Eventually, they started getting those crazies on his floor, and then people just kept making him go up and up and up the floors, and changing floors, till eventually he was on the roof, and there was nowhere to go. There wasn't even a fire escape for some reason, which I'm pretty sure most roofs have, but unluckily for him, that one did not. Then, anyways, this is the only good scene. He slowly starts to realize he's messed up, He can't do anything about it. He's trapped. So he puts the camera down, walks to the edge of the roof, and falls down the building backwards. During that scene, they bust in right when he's falling to his death, and they jump off the roof with him. It was a pretty cool scene, but that was literally the only thing I liked about this movie. I still don't really get why it's called Antisocial. And the cover sucks. Not because, it looks bad. I'm talking about how she literally doesn't look like that until the last 7 minutes of the movie. Because she ends up performing brain surgery on herself so she doesn't turn into one of these crazy people. That's why she has that white thing on her head. And then she kills one of the zombies or whatever these things are that gets through with an axe. And now there's 6 minutes left in the movie, so she passes out, she wakes up. Luckily, no other zombies got in. Then we hear some news reporters saying some shit like, oh, these zombies, even if you kill them, they come back to life. The movie ends with her walking slowly and so badass. Not really. Until she stops and she kind of does a menacing pose or whatever with an axe. And there's 6 zombies behind her. I don't think she should win, but apparently she did, since there is unfortunately a sequel to this shitty movie. Because it was one of the first things that popped up after I looked up the poster. So, unfortunately, I have to watch another one of these. I started this movie at late 11 o'clock. This movie's only an hour and something. That's how long it took me to watch it. Till almost 4 o'clock. When I started it at 11 in the morning. Because I just kept stopping. Because it was just really boring. Though honestly, it's not the worst movie I've ever seen, or the worst, most boring movie I've seen. It was just boring. Occasionally, it wasn't too bad, but it was still boring. They also say that the only way to, prevent them from fully turning and blah blah blah, they have a cure already just within a few hours somehow. As if you do the whole brain surgery thing before they start getting hallucinations. Even though that's like the first step to know if someone's infected, as if they have hallucinations and then they have like a bloody nose and ears after. So I don't get it. It's pretty terrible. I don't recommend it.